Hey, good morning. This is Sam McEwen, coming to you live from Tampa, Florida. Hey, it is here. We should be close to 14 days to stop the spread. Just masking up, still giving people garbage about wearing masks and all that kind of stuff. Stop and think about what was said this time last year, what's being said now, what the CDC is saying. Now it's 3 feet. Now it's this feet. Now it's that. Now it's one mask, two masks, three masks. Pretty soon we won't be able to breathe. So maybe we should just all roll over and play dead, huh? What do you think? What do you think? Let me know what you think. I know you think that I'm an idiot, and that's okay, fine, because there are times that I am, and I'm telling you that we have been lied to. We are still being lied to. If you don't believe that some of the stuff I feel for you. Anyway, let me know, you plan on getting the vaccine or not getting the vaccine? I know from have to have it to travel, then more than likely we will get it. My wife works in a profession that is high risk, and so for her protection, that would be her total choice. But we have a new grandbaby in Poland, and we would love to be able to get on a plane. However, right now, if we go there, we would be quarantined for 14 days, even though we have no symptoms, no this, no that. It's just craziness. So anyway, I am here to talk to you about Wealth Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. It is, like I said, March 24th, 2021. And if you cannot give, then why would you expect to receive? So I want to talk about money, because your mindset around money determines your lifestyle, your future, everything. Okay. So if you are a greedy SOB right now with your money, and you're living paycheck to paycheck, if and when you ever get to the point where you're not living paycheck to paycheck and you are wealthy, or you are ready to retire, you've got that nest egg, you've got everything you did, maybe you're one of Chris Hogan's everyday millionaires, you will still be a greedy SOB, and you will get what you deserve. Now, as far as money is concerned, you have to remember that money is amoral. Money is amoral. If you don't know what that word is, go to Google, figure it out. But money neither is good nor bad. It is amoral. Okay, so here is what I would like for you to do today, Wednesday, Wealth Wednesday. A random act of kindness involving a financial transaction for which there is no possibility of return to you. So something for a total stranger has to involve a financial transaction. Notice I didn't say large financial transaction. It has to involve some money, okay? Could be as simple as leaving your change from the drive up for the people behind you. Could be buying the people's meal behind you. Could be buying a gift card and just handing it to a random stranger. I try to do that. My favorite is no longer available. I have to figure out now if one of the other grocery stores has a $5 gift card so that I can just do that. And you say, well, what difference is that going to make? Oh, what difference is $5 going to make in a person's life? Obviously, you've never been in a position where $5 would make a huge difference in your life. And that's great. I'm happy for you. Okay. However, especially now, there are a lot of people out there where $5 is a world of difference. Those are the people that the random act of kindness helps. And I tell you that God has a way of making those things come together, because you're not concerned about that. You're not concerned about who gets the $5 or who gets their meal paid for or what the change goes to. You're not concerned about that, because you're doing a random act of kindness involving financial transaction for which there is no possibility of return to you. It begins to change the mindset about money. You begin to realize that while Yes, we have to pay bills, we have to eat, we have to pay the mortgage, we have to do all those things. We begin to realize that we should be better givers. Okay. Now, some of you give very religiously. Some of you give out of a compulsion, or not a compulsion, out of a sense of obligation. And there are some pastors out there who will say, it is an obligation for you to give your 10% to me. I would debate that. And boy, that'll get me in trouble with a lot of my friends. But I would debate that with you. But here's the thing. Regardless, giving is a heart matter. It has never been a pocketbook account matter. It has always been a heart matter. Where is your heart? So if you can get to a place where you do random acts of kindness involving a financial transaction for a total stranger, where there is no possibility of return to you, you will begin to change your mindset about money. Here's another favorite. Have you ever tipped 100%? Have you ever tipped 100%? Think about that. Most of you sit down and figure out to the penny what that 10, 15, 20, 25% is that you're going to tip your server. You're just a greedy little person. Okay. If you have to figure out the exact penny for your 20%, or you have to figure out to the exact penny what your tithe is for church, then you are under a legalistic obligation to do something, and it's not a heart matter. Because I guarantee you, if you do it as a heart matter and you ask, how much should I tip? To me, it's a spiritual thing. Okay. So before I know what's in the bank, because it changes, okay, I already know what my tithe is going to be. And you say, well, Sam, you can't call that a tithe. Yes, I can. I will debate with you what a tithe is, okay? And I know God honors it. Why? Heart versus wallet. Heart versus bank account. Heart versus legal obligation to do so. Religious obligation to do so. Whatever you want to call it. And I have some pastor friends out there who are really going to be upset. I make no apologies. Make no apologies. Okay. I help people with their finances. I know how this works. The biggest thing that has to change when it comes to giving is this, and then the heart. If you can change your mindset and change your heart set when it comes to money, then being a giver is not a big deal. So if you would, today is Wealth Wednesday, drop a comment. Let me know what you did, how you bless somebody. It's interesting, some of the various ways that I've heard people doing this. It's always something different, something strange, but learn to be a giver. Learn to be a giver. Now, I said we're going to talk about some other stuff. I don't have a whole lot on my agenda today. I would seriously like to give a couple of shout outs to some folks. We have a new member at the Upper Tampa Bay Chamber of Commerce. For all you UTB Chamber members, Marina's Pizza over on Linebaugh, Daniel Suarez and the staff over there. Support them. They are new to the chamber. We have quite a few. And you know what? I don't know where my list is. So jump on the website and find out who the new members are. Welcome them. And remember your ABCs, always by chamber. But there are a few things that I would ask that you would consider today. Consider becoming more involved in things that matter. And you say, well, just because they matter to you, me, Sam, doesn't mean that they matter to you. Well, many of you in this last election voted personalities. And there's a lot of you who are wanting the other guy back. Okay. Um, we have a crisis in our nation at the border. The administration refuses to call it a crisis. But if you look at the numbers and you look at the real news, you will find we have a crisis. And I'm not even talking about the immigration side of it. I'm talking about the humanity side of it, the health and wellness side of it. We can get into a whole discussion when it comes to the political leanings and why we want so many immigrants and why we don't want immigrants. I'm not concerned about that. That will eventually work itself out. But here's the thing. There are kids, there are adults. They want in this country. By the way, for all of you socialist leaning people out there, they are fleeing from socialistic countries. Okay. There's a reason they're leaving Venezuela. There's a reason they're leaving Central America. There's a reason they're leaving Mexico and coming here. All right. So all this government buying and doing everything is not, it's not working down there, and it's not going to work here. Okay. We can't just keep printing money, but there's a humanity side of it. And when the government refuses to allow the news cameras into these concentration camps, and that's what they are, think of what the word concentration means and think about the word camp means. You put that together, you have a whole bunch of people concentrated in one area, overcrowded, way too many kids, adults in one area. There is way too much possibility of bullying, criminal activity, disease, and I'm not just talking coronavirus. And there are lots and lots of people being released to come into the country who have tested positive. We're not doing anything about the human side of this crisis. And we spent $86 million to put these people, some of these people, in hotels. Somebody did the math, and it came out to, like, I don't know, thousands of dollars a day. So there's some hotels that are making a small fortune off of this, and that ought to be looked at. But they shouldn't be here in the first place. There's a process to go through to immigrate. Is it cumbersome? Yes. Should it be changed? I'm not sure. Because try to immigrate to Canada. Try to immigrate to a European country. See what the process is. It's not as easy as you think it is. So, where I'm going with this is it's time to step up. Whether you run for political office, whether you just get involved by going to meetings and voicing your opinion, whatever it is. And you know what? I honestly don't care about your opinion, in the sense that it's your opinion and you're entitled to it. Okay? And we can have an open and honest discussion. Because I was wrong once, but then I was mistaken. Come on. We don't have open and honest discussions about politics and religion in our country because we were raised with taboo topics of politics and religion. Polite society does not discuss politics and religion in public. And that is one of the biggest issues in this country right now, because y'all can't have, excuse me, an intelligent discussion with somebody who is of the opposite opinion. Why? Because you begin to attack personalities. If you have to attack personalities, then you're messed up. Okay. It always has to be the issues. It has to be the issues. It has to be the issues. I would encourage you. I got off on a little bit of a tangent here, and I am late. We have a lunch and learn here in an hour, and I need to get my final thoughts together before everything just crashes down on me. Wealth Wednesday, a random act of kindness involving a financial transaction for a total stranger for which there is no possibility of return to you. I challenge you to do that today. My goal is to tip 100% today somewhere. Live intentionally and be very, very blessed, my friends.